It's been a minute. It has been a minute. Welcome and welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're new here, my name is Claudia and happy 2022, happy new year. I hope you had a lovely Christmas with your family. I hope you had lovely holidays, you got all your rest in and everything. Like, happy new year. I disappeared again. I'm really sorry. It's been a very rough 3-4 months for me. As you can see, I'm in a new space. If you follow me on Instagram, you would know what has been going on. You would know, like, you get the gist of what that is going on. I'm in my own first, very first flat by myself. I have a lot of updates and I'm gonna start with I don't even know where to start. I actually don't even know where to start. I'm gonna be so raw in this like life update, but I don't want to bore you too much because at the end of the day, like, I'm still building my audience and everything, so I don't know how much you guys want to know about my personal life. But if you want to, like, stick around and make sure you leave this video a thumbs up and you subscribe to my channel. So I'm gonna start with, I am single again. Yeah. Well, if you have followed me, you may have seen that I moved in with my ex-boyfriend. That was with like almost like 3 years or whatever. We moved into London and things just didn't work out, and well, it's as heartbreaking as it is, we move on. I firstly was meant to we were meant to be together, whatever. When I was looking for the apartments, as you could have seen, and as I've mentioned, like in my previous videos, I was like, yeah, I'm moving now, but we're still together. Like, we don't think we can live together right now. We are different stages. Like, mental health is playing a lot of games, both of each other's, and yeah. And then it scarred me again. It scarred me. I am literally terrified of like what happened, and like I'm just thinking like, oh my god, that I can't, like, I just relieve like all the stuff that happened day by day, and it's quite hard, but like, you know, it's life. You learn, you live and you learn. At the end of the day, if you guys may or may not know, I'm actually only 22, and we're at different stages of life, and it's not the right time, and it's probably never going to be the right time, because how I was treated at the end wasn't great, and just not coming back, mainly that we did this before again, like we got back together after we broke up. So yeah, single again, back in the streets. I'm ready to, like, honestly, like, focus. Like, that's one thing that I am ready to do in 2022. I want to focus on YouTube. I want to focus on, like, building a social media presence, and like I saw that like my last video on AliExpress actually really grew, so I'm planning on making more of those and more fashion content, and maybe a bit less vlogs, because I see you guys are not really interested yet in what I do on a day-to-day, and it's kind of a little bit boring sometimes because I'm just working from home, going on dates, so like there's not much going on. Like, I don't have like a quirky life like some of us. And yeah, also another thing that happened was that I lost someone really close to me in July. I did not say anything to the gram, I didn't say anything to YouTube, because I don't know, I just, when I found out, it was such a shock, and I'm still on the shock. I think, like, you know, you have the 7 stages of grief. I am actually still at the first stage, because I was so shocked about it. I cried, and then my brain, as a coping mechanism for me, just forgets about it, moves on with life. And I didn't never actually, how do I say, process my emotions, or actually figured out like, oh rah, like, it's gone. So this person was my Italian dad, not my actual real dad, someone that I basically like basically grew with and saw as a father figure throughout my whole life. I can't even start with all the things that this man has done for me. And as I said, like, I thought he was going to be the one that was actually going to walk me outside, like on the altar, but unfortunately he's gone. And yeah, not many people, because I moved from Italy to the UK like a few years ago, not many people know about him, but if you're in Italy you definitely know who I'm talking about. He died of lung cancer, and it was so shocking. I actually didn't know. He never told me he had any problems. And then, you know, when you just live the London life, that you're just like going and out and about, and then you just don't check up on people, and then I still feel that guilt of not checking up on him and not texting him, and not, but I knew he's always in my heart, always gonna be in my heart, and I knew he had the same thoughts for me. And then because of coronavirus and stuff, so I wasn't even able to actually go to the funeral or anything. I was meant to go to Italy during Christmas. I got COVID last minute when I was taking my PCR test to fit to fly. And yeah, it's I've been through a lot. So everything actually kind of hit at once. Yeah, he passed away in July, so I've actually like been, how do I say, just been living really. I started therapy in September. Started therapy because my relationship was going really left, and I thought I was the problem. Well, I solely thought I was the problem because that's how it was laid out to me, that I was the problem, I was the one creating drama, etc. But going to therapy made me understand that no, you can never be the only person that's creating problems in your relationship, and it always is, it's a two-party kind of thing. Yeah, that has helped me. I used to go to therapy before, as I said in like one of my, let me say, what was that video called again? That video was basically called "It's the best time, it's your time to be selfish" or something. Like, I'm gonna link it up here so you guys can see it. But I thought I was a problem, so you know, I'm like, okay, I want to fix up because, you know, I don't want to lose you, this that. Like, I thought, oh my god, like, you know. But all the problems that I thought I was creating, it was just all projection. So something that I would advise you guys to do is, if you think you're the problem, like if they make you think you're the problem all the time, fully assess the situation and make sure that you're like, oh, okay, take accountability for your actions, but also make him take accountability for his action. And that's what something I was never doing, because child trauma, just, I don't know, like, it's my first relationship, so I never was in the situation of having to be like, no, you know what, it's you are the issue, like, it's not me, it's not always me. Or like, there will be so many times that I would bring up a problem and then I'll be the one apologizing. How is it always me that I'm the one apologizing at the end? Like, it doesn't make any sense. But without getting into too many nitty gritty, like, I've been watching a lot of Brady Lee life and love, dating, relationship advice, and I was just there like, rah, this all makes sense, I'm not crazy. Because that's how I was feeling. There was a stage in October that I felt uncomfortable in my own house. Like, I would fully avoid going to my own house because that's how uncomfortable I was feeling. Imagining a house that we literally, like, you know, build together, change together, DIY'd together, spend money, but it's fine, we move. So yeah, in October, as you may have seen from like my house hunting video, I decided to start looking for flats. I'm moving into my first flat because at the end of the day, like, I've actually never lived alone, and this is the very first time. So I never gone to uni. Like, I was at uni living with my mum when I was going at uni, so I never actually had the experience of just be like, be by yourself, never had that. And yeah, long story short, it just didn't work out, so we move on. I am so ready to be single for a very long time, for like at least another 2 years. The 2 3 years I was with him, I'm ready to literally like relive my 21st, my 20th. I'm ready to relive them as a 23rd, 20, like my 20, like as a young adult, almost adult actually. So yeah, I would also advise you, if you're thinking to move in with your boyfriend, assess the situation deep if you actually know him that much, because I thought I did. And also you have to make sure that he's emotionally intelligent and mature enough to live with someone and to even just be in that relationship, because that's all it takes. That is emotional intelligence and communication, which we both lacked from a background reason and from a family reason, which is fine, we're both learning, so is what it is. And then yeah, what else? So yeah, I've been going to therapy, been enjoying it. I go once a week. My therapist is really nice. Like when I was going through like the first time like proper like breakup, I was crying so much. I'm dealing with like some daddy issues as well. Like I'm dealing, like working through a lot, you know, trying to forgive my dad, my actual dad, working through that. Like me and my mom relationship is great. Like she helped me so much throughout this whole period of like me moving in, like me the whole breakup. She's just trying like, you can't get depressed, like no, I don't want that for my daughter, like no, she's not about that life. And I'm not about that life, because I'm not about to let a guy make me sad anymore. No. It's not for me. I'll be sad, I'll grieve, cry, but life moves on. Then what else? I still work at the same job and I really enjoy it. I've been working on like projects for like the new development that we're basically like launching March or February. Like with real estate, there's always some delays, so it might be even May or April for all we know. But yeah, I've been enjoying that. I hope to like scale up in my role, and I'm learning every single day. It gets really stressful. There was a time in December that my old boss left, so I literally, and 2 new people came in, so I literally was crammed with job, crammed with admin, crammed with organization. I was just so lost, but I managed, I figured it out, and I was fine. And that just showed like, oh yeah, I got my shit together. Like I can handle things if they need to be handled, even if it's not my actual role. I know what's going on, because at the end of the day I've been working there for like almost 8 months. I'm not planning to move or scale up, like change my job yet. Don't think I'm gonna do it for like the next 2 years, 3 years. Let's see, by God's grace. You never know. If opportunities come, they come. If they don't, they don't. Entrepreneurship, I'm putting it to the side for now. I think I had a lot of pressure, because once I moved out back in June, I had a lot of pressure in terms of like, I finished uni, I got a new job, I moved into a new house with my boyfriend, and everything came crashing in my eye. Be like, whoa, like my life has completely changed, and I just didn't realize it was like this. And I'm so thankful to God, and I'm so thankful to everyone that helped me to achieve all of this, but it was a lot. So internally I was also dealing with that while dealing with an unstable relationship at the same time, so and losing my dad, and it was a lot. But we thank God I am, you know, slowly dealing with it. Like uni's not there, I'm graduating in March, so you're gonna see like cute snippet. I will vlog the whole thing, I'll try to vlog the whole thing. I'm really excited to show that. I think my best friend as well is coming from Italy, Annalisa. I have 2 best friends, Bella and Annalisa. Yeah, she's coming down, Bella's gonna be there as well, so that should be really like lit. I'm gonna have a party at my new house, but in the garden, because no one is destroying this yard. And yeah, saying entrepreneurship, I'm gonna put it to the side. For my last final year at uni, I was working on like a big project, basically like launching a marketing agency and a design agency with my ex-boyfriend, but circumstances cannot allow me to do that anymore because a lot of these designs were what we're gonna use to like build the website and everything. So basically the whole website was related with his design, because I'm not a designer. I was just like, you know, the idea collector, you know, the person that was gonna reach out to customers and everything, like potential customers. So I will, because it's so solid, it's actually so solid, that I just need to find new designs, maybe design them myself, find designers, find people to work with, and just crack on. I don't have New Year's resolutions because I just think they're just very pointless for my own point of view. I just know like what works for me, and how to go on. I am happy with how it's going right now. I don't know if I'm gonna get like, I'm gonna hate this flower, who knows, but for now I'm actually really enjoying it. I bought an aquarium finally. I remember I've been asking someone to get me a fish for the longest time, and I got 2 little fishes, and yeah, I'm so happy. Like, I'm actually like happy, although like I'm not, because you know I still have all this like sadness. Like I lost, at the end of the day, my ex-partner was basically my best friend at the end of the day, if I have to be honest. So just so much that I'm like, you know, it's still someone that I lost, and that has been part of my life for the past 4 years, like even if it was on and off, but you know, but yeah, that's basically it. And I really hope, you know, you find you'll find this video helpful, and I hope you stick around for the new year that's coming. I honestly, in Jesus' name, I will be uploading regularly again. I can't promise hauls all the time because money's tight. Like I pay a lot of money on this flat, and even if it's tiny, like money is being spent. So you know, there's so much I can buy, and so much, you know, because I still have to live and I still have to go out and do things and like eat out and all of that stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope you have a lovely year, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.